All right, so I'm going to share something about the Dark Night of the Soul. Right? I'm going to give you my experience, and then I'm going to just talk about it and tell you guys how it helped me. Okay. So my Dark Night of the Soul happened in 2018. That was when the initial spiritual awakening happened. It's when everything just started happening, right? I was on psychiatric meds for a while, and then I started trying to get off them because for some reason I didn't think I was sick. I still don't think I'm sick, but apparently they're helping with the trauma that I've been through. Okay, so um, this is not no psych. This is no psych. This is not a psych channel. This is a spirituality channel. Do not stop taking your meds. But I'll continue. Um, yeah, I was on this journey and just trying to find myself out because I felt for some reason I wasn't sick. I thought everything was whatever was spiritual, but I do have PTSD, so I do take my medications. So 2018 happened where I had to move to Las Vegas and I had to move away from my ex-girlfriend and stuff like that. And um, yeah, it was a very challenging time. You know, I was ripped away from a lot of things, a lot of attachments, a lot of that, and I felt a great amount of pain. And then I started changing. You know, things weren't going my way. Whatever happened between me and that person it really did change me. It really did. Really did cause a great amount of pain to where it's like I wanted to change my ways, you know. But the ego was basically making me do everything, you know, where it was like, oh, you need to get a career, you know, you need to work out, everything like that, and that's what I started doing. And I started doing that. You know, I started making myself a career. I started doing tarot. I started doing all that kind of stuff. And then I started becoming successful about 2 years later. And when I started becoming successful, that's when I started gaining some type of ego, some type of I'm better than everybody, some type of um, holy shit, I can do certain things, you know. And I was proving to myself and everything like that. And I was changing to a better person, I guess, but I still had that ego, right? And then all of a sudden, everything was ripped away from me. I went to jail because I decided to stick up for myself against my stepfather, who was abusing my family for very, very long. And yeah, and I went to jail. I think that was when the Dark Night of the Soul happened. You know, I went to jail and then I was homeless. That's when the Dark Night of the Soul happened. When I started changing, whenever I noticed the challenges would arise every time I started changing, every time I started thinking better of myself. So yeah, I went to jail, I was homeless, and then I started working a full-time job, which I was told my whole life I wasn't able to do. But then I started working a full-time job. It's this whole time I was proving to myself that whatever I thought wasn't true, right? So that was a Dark Night of the Soul in itself, because I'm not gonna lie, during that whole period I was scared. I was scared. I didn't think I could do it. Everything in my head was telling me I wasn't going to be able to do it because, you know, what I was told, what I thought of myself. But the range of events, the events that happened to me, the Dark Night of the Soul, healed me, weirdly healed me to a point where it's a much more stronger person. And that was my first Dark Night of the Soul, right? And it healed me. It basically told me that you are not as limited as you thought you were. So the Dark Night of the Soul can happen to you externally. It can, as a range of events where you're going to be tested to solve these certain issues in your life, and then you solve them, and then all of a sudden you realize you're not the ego, blah blah blah, right? But I still had an ego. I still thought I was better than everybody else because I was able to get through those things. And then I met my twin flame. And then a Dark Night of the Soul happened again, where everything started happening internally, where I was able to live out by myself, but I was having health issues. I was having problems with my knees. I was having a bunch of trauma coming up and everything like that. I lost my twin flame, who I thought I was going to be with. And it's like everything I thought, again, was being tested. Was being like, do I even want to do tarot anymore? Am I supposed to be singing? And I just felt lost. I felt like everything just didn't make sense because I thought everything was supposed to make sense, and even the synchronicities didn't even make sense anymore. And I was really lost until I found like that it didn't matter, that none of this really mattered, that the ego is everything you're made out of. Everything you think you are is the ego. Like the mind, the mental chatter that happens in your mind is the ego. And now after I finally gave in and surrendered, I feel like that was the end of the ego. I mean, it was the end of the ego, and it was the end of the dark night. So it's when I finally surrendered. It's where I was like, okay, fine. Let these events happen. Let whatever's supposed to happen happen. If something's not going to go my way, let it happen. That's when I ended up in a nursing home. I'm in a nursing home now, right? So I ended up in a nursing home. And I was basically before this, I was living in a roommate situation. And I was scared I was going to end up homeless. And then all of a sudden, I'm in a nursing home, which helps you get a apartment. So, like, it ended up working out, and during this whole process, I was kind of like, man, I didn't think it was going to work out. I thought I was going to go homeless and die, and I thought, like, my knees were giving out. I thought I was going to end up in a wheelchair. But no, it was because my body was rejecting the weed. It was rejecting the alcohol. Like the Kundalini experience I was having as well was rejecting any low vibrational things. My DNA was activating and everything like that. And I was turning into a different person. So the dark night of the soul, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it can seem like it sucks, but it's actually a good thing. It can happen externally, internally, whatever. But you'll start to see, when you'll understand, it'll work out. People that go through dark nights of the soul and get out of it are people that are meant to get out of it. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm meant to be here. And how I got through it, so one of the things that I did to get through these dark nights of the soul is meditate, exercise, eat healthy, read, just things that kept me in the present moment. That's the one thing that helped me get through this. And it was just all those. Exercising really did help. Exercising changed the way things were, right? I really doubted myself. I guess I'm going to have to say that. I really doubted myself in the dark night of the soul. But now that I've been through these challenging situations, I don't doubt myself anymore. Like my insecurity issues are almost gone. I feel healed. I feel a lot more secure in myself. I don't feel like I need to fight to prove anything. And I feel like I'm in a much better situation, even though like it's been a shit 4 years. The dark night of the soul and this dissolving of the ego has definitely been a gift. Like this darkness that I've been through has been a gift. So like, even though it may seem hard right now, even though you may feel like this is the end of your life, it's not. This is the beginning of something new. It's you're gonna see the light at the end of the tunnel soon. Okay, you just need to do the sadhana. You need to do the yoga. You need to do the exercising. You need to do the meditation, and you need to do your purpose. Do what you love doing. There's going to be some situations that are going to be pretty fucked up, but it's only there for a good reason. I'm in the sun. The sun is literally shining right now. See that? And I'm in a nursing home about to get my apartment. So, yeah. It's a scary situation, but the sun does come out, and I didn't think the sun was going to come out, but it did. It did. I thought I was going to be in prison. I thought I was going to be dead. I thought I was going to be homeless. But I'm not. I'm taken care of. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today. Like I said, I just want to reiterate, it's going to be okay. And if you like my content, please like and share the video. And yeah. Also, if you want to join my group, Infinite Beings, I will list that in the description box below, so that way you can join a list of people who do know the Dark Night of the Soul, and I do help those people as well. If you're interested in like tarot card readings for free, I also do that in my group as well. So if you want to go ahead and check out that group too, I do give those free tarot card readings. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Stay namaste.